Mamma mia, what are we experiencing, guys, in the last few hours of Milan? I truly believe that what I said yesterday, it is real. Like something after Zagreb between Conceição, Ibrahimovic, and the entire team happened. The topic was, if you're not are here to win and with the right mentality to play for Milan, that is the door. You have to go. The club is going to accept every single offer, okay? So you are free to go wherever you want. That's the door. So then is about the player. Does the player want to stay with us? Does the player believe in this project? Yes or not? Good. If you want to stay, this is it. If you don't want to stay, that's the door. It's the same that is happening now with Tomori, for example. Tomori has been linked with Juventus so many times. Now, yesterday was linked with Aston Villa, today with Tottenham, but he's not moving, okay? And I respect that a lot, even though we all know the limits, especially of this season with Fikayo Tomori. But I believe he want to stay with us, and I respect the idea, okay? There are other players instead, they after a strong argument, as reported from few sources, is reported that Alvaro Morata and Davide Calabria had a big argument with the new coach, okay? Both players with strong personality. One is a captain, okay, of Milan, in Milan since 2007, so strong columns of important of Milan, and on the other one is a captain of Spain that won pretty much everything. And they left in 2 days, selling the Capitano of Milan in a winter mercato. It's absolutely crazy. So something big must happen in the dressing room, but we need it. We need this. And Sergio Conceição said that a few times, also today in a press conference, said that he received several offer from other clubs way more richer than Milan, the offer that were putting on the plate, but he decided to come to Milan. And again, I respect that a lot. I stay strongly with Conceição, and I think as fans we have to stay believing in Sergio, okay, because he knows the hard work is gonna pay off. I think there are some entities that they don't believe in this, and if you don't believe in this, that's the door. So here we go, guys. So let's start from right away from the striker. The news from this morning. It is official that Alvaro Morata, after 6 months only, and 4 or 5 goals score, 4 goal. Let me see what they're saying here. I'm not gonna put a lot of editing in this video, guys, because it's really last minute. I see here in Serie A 5 goals this season, okay? 5 goals this season, 1 in Champions League, for a total of 7 goals. What is most striking about Morata, of course, is that out of 22 shots in Serie A, only 10 of them they were on target, okay? So if he was terrible at attacking, however, he was pretty good at defending. In fact, there is an interesting stats about Morata that on defending he pretty much had 120 duels in the defensive phase for Alvaro Morata. So he was more helping the team to let's say to cover rather than actually thinking about scoring goals. But throughout his career, he never been like a top scorer, you know. So it's been always like a player probably that they were in the team to bring up the morale, to bring up more like a fast player, so maybe more a winger. I don't know. I didn't see anything 6 months for Morata. I don't know anything. The only thing that I believe that Milan needed was somebody like Santiago Giménez. Santiago, that is a Mexican player, is 23 years old. He play something that I really love about this guy is that he's left-footed. And left-footed, they are always particular, you know what I mean? Like they're not like all, I don't know, it feels like it's a player that probably can shoot a lot of free kick. He's a player that it's skilled player, and in his career I can see here that he played 160 match, 85 goals and 19 assists. So he's a goal machine, the guy, you know. 23-year-olds, directly from Mexico, but I think he was born in Argentina. However, his nickname is El Bebote Jimenez. I don't know the pronunciation. If it's Spanish, should be Jimenez. The nickname refers to Jimenez being the baby of his father, Christian Chaco Giménez. So the baby means Santi the baby Jimenez. He started his career in a youth camp of Cruz Azul in Mexico City and made his debut at the age 15 in a friendly against Pumas, where he played with his father. In a few interviews, he always said that he was a Milan fan and he's super happy to come to Milan. I think there was an interview a few days ago that he was like, whenever he knew that Milan was looking for him, he was like, wow, I love that team. I think now he posted on his social media that he's coming, he's realizing one of his dream. And of course, for Zio Jerry, for Jerry Cardinale, this is something incredible, because I always look at the dark side of this. And you know what I think? You know why Milan bought this player? Because they want to have the viewership of the Mexican from Mexico, the Mexican people on AC Milan, Pulisic from USA on AC Milan, because there's gonna be the World Cup in 2026. So they want to make sure that the best player they are playing actually in the same team. Okay, that's the mentality that there is. However, I'm not saying that Milan bought this player because of the views, of course not. But it's gonna bring a lot of hype from it's gonna bring new fans for sure, new Mexican fan. They are more than welcome, and they have a beautiful flag. As Italian, I can tell you they have a beautiful flag, But yeah, that's all, man. It's but other than that, it's exciting. It's an exciting new signing for Milan. I just check also on transfer market that the stats, he got some injury history, unfortunately, and this season, he got thigh problems that keep him away for 65 days, skipping 12 game this season. It is pretty tough, okay, having this kind of thigh problem. However, Feyenoord, I'm sure that they did all their calculation. They made sure, they also know that they're gonna, they know that we're gonna face them in Champions League. So they didn't do any kind of discount. And one side of me is very happy that Milan brought home this player, paying finally 36 million plus bonuses, so almost 40 million, which is a good amount of money. It's not a ridiculous amount of money, like, for example, Manchester United paying 90 million for Anthony, and the year after spending another 90 for Oilund, the guy that was playing in Atalanta. Then now I don't think it's anymore playing, but it's not a ridiculous amount of money, and it's not justified. The only thing is that to make sure is that this guy is been playing in Mexico first, and is played in the Netherlands after. Now, he didn't play in Serie A, especially with the Serie A defender. So give him time. Don't expect that this season is gonna score 15 goals. If he scored already 10 goals this season, I will be more than surprised, more than happy. So finger crossed, he's gonna be healthy, he's gonna be back, and because we really need a good striker. Now, the other thing that just came out was that Calabria is leaving, guys. Calabria is leaving for only 2 million euro directly to Bologna. Bologna that at the moment is has the same point of Milan in the Serie A, so we give him one experience right back to our to a competitor. Also, we give him the captain that has been with Milan since 2007. We give him one of our I wouldn't say best player, because I think overall we all know that Bologna is probably is the right team for a player like Calabria. And yesterday I was saying some of the players, they are lucky to be playing for Milan. Calabria is definitely a player that always respected the team, always honored the team, played with as much as he could. Played also some decent season, the Scudetto season, the season before. He was pretty constant. I think that's it. Now you have Kyle Walker, and definitely during summer we're gonna look for a substitution, of course, for Kyle Walker, because he's only 34 years on. He's already 34 years old, so we're gonna need to work on that. But I think with Florenzi, Terracciano, Emerson Royal and Kyle Walker, I think we are okay, you know. It's gonna be a strong shake, guys, because Davide Calabria, it's I saw the image now leaving Milanello. Freaking hell, man. Tearing up. I don't know what's the signal to send the Capitano away in January. It's a strong signal. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think finally we found a coach with balls that is taking decisions, and if you are with him, good. If you are against him, go home. We wanted Conte. We have a Portuguese Conte, I believe. This season is gonna be up and down, so we will see what's gonna happen. But always believe. Ciao. Forza Milan.